This was to be a Thursday night doubleheader featuring the Celtics and Bucks and the Rockets and Lakers. Instead, this hour-long Inside the NBA will explore the impact of the coronavirus pandemic. Good evening, everybody. Ernie Johnson in Atlanta, Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Charles Barkley will join us in just a moment. Last night it was the NBA suspending its season after Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz tested positive for the coronavirus. The league will use this hiatus to determine the next steps in dealing with the pandemic. This afternoon, the NCAA announced that its men's and women's basketball tournaments have been canceled. Not postponed, canceled. For so many years, March Madness has been this sporting vehicle which has a magical way of bringing people together. But now with coronavirus fears increasing, bringing large groups of people together has become the last thing you want to do. For that reason, it had been decided earlier that games would be played in virtually empty arenas. Now, not even that is going to happen. Here was the statement released by the NCAA. Today, President Mark Emmert and the Board of Governors canceled the Division I men's and women's 2020 basketball tournaments, as well as all remaining winter and spring NCAA championships. This decision is based on the evolving COVID-19 public health threat, our ability to ensure the events do not contribute to spread of the pandemic, and the impracticality of hosting such events at any time during this academic year, given ongoing decisions by other entities. This has been a surreal last 24 hours, Kenny.
It really has. It's been surreal, but in the back of our minds, I think we all were saying this is a possibility. The NBA community is not immune to anything that the world is suffering from or happening to. All the time you hear about players getting the flu, getting colds. This is a strand of flu, a much more deadly strand, obviously. So no, I'm not. In the back of my mind, I always thought that this could happen. And then, Ernie and Shaq, when one player does contract it, because of in a major sport, because of the proximity of players, fans, personnel, and they're traveling from city to city, it just would make it very alarming and very difficult to contain. So kudos to Adam Silver for making that decision, just based on sheer smarts.
Yeah, he'll be joining us in just a couple of minutes, Shaq.
I think it was, the correct thing to do. I said across the hall there that, growing up as an athlete, we're always taught to just, play through it. And I'm 48 years old. I was around for the swine flu, for SARS, for the bird flu, and we all got over that. But this one, I think this one is much more deadly. So I urge people to get information about it, get the correct information about it. The times we live in now, there's more than one news source, so you don't know who's telling the truth, who's doing what. But I thought it was a great thing what Adam Silver did. Bill Russell sent out a tweet that said David Stern would definitely be proud of you. And just to jump on what Kenny said, it's the safe thing to do. We don't really have a hold on this thing yet. So I just like the word suspend rather than cancel. So the question is now, how long will we pick up when the playoffs start? But I know the powers that be are taking their time to try to get a hold of this thing, and then hopefully the season will pick back up.